So okay, day 3 on the landy. So just show you how I'm progressing. Actually the weather, as you can see, has cheered up quite nicely this afternoon. We had torrential rain this morning, so I couldn't do anything. But I'm out here this afternoon trying to get a couple of hours on it. Yeah, so far stripped out this. Let's take this out. The obligatory security on these old things. Where are we? So, as you can see, this is well mullered, absolutely shagged, as we say. I'll cut all this lot out in a minute. No, I've pretty much so this side is done. I say done, it's all been cut out and cleaned up, ready to spot weld and get this in. I've still got a little bit of fine tuning to get it in there, but yeah, it's not far off now. I'm going to have to sort of trim down here, I think, a little bit, because it's I don't know, something wrong somewhere. It's not quite sitting back where it should, so it just needs a little bit more finagling. Yeah, so I managed a couple of hours yesterday, same sort of situation, raining during the day. I took the grill off and that and tidied the front up a bit. Let's look at that. So, sort of I think that looks a lot better. So I decided to keep the I'm not gonna paint it. Decided to keep the dings and the scratches and the scuffs. All adds to the character of the old bus. Yeah, so anyway, without further ado, I better crack on, plenty to do. So, to give you sort of an idea of what it's going to look like when the floor pans in, I spent the last hour chopping out this old footwell, and what I've decided to do, rather than take all the pedals off and everything, which is a pain and a big job, I think for the moment I'm going to put the repair panel up to this swage line here, and then it's all solid in there. Anyway, I put a load of cure rust and zinc primer all over the place. That's what I've been doing this afternoon. Got it all over the pedals, bugger. And what else? Yeah, I'll trim the old, the new panel down, and see how we got on with that. Yeah, so ideally it would be better to replace the whole footwell, but as I say, on that side particularly, you've got to take out all the pedals and the brake gizmos and throttle and clutch, a lot of work. So at this stage, as I don't know the vehicle, I'll get it sort of solid again, and maybe in the future, who knows, I might have a new bulkhead fitted to it. Costs a few bob, but I think it's going to be a good investment, this one. Anyway, that's where I'm at the moment, guys. Trust you like this little project, and I love this dash. Now, just as an aside, this is what I passed my driver's test in. A Series 2A, but it was a military one because I was in the army, and it was a free driving lessons and test. And I had a really great spare wheel on the bonnet, and being only 5'9", at a push, I could only just see over the bonnet, and I failed my first test because they said I was too cautious because I was trying to be a goody, but passed easily on the second. So there you go. Never give up. Okay, guys. So another day now. Another day, another dollar, as I say. So I've got this floor well in here. The side's ready to go in and be bolted up. This one's all trimmed, and as usual, the panels don't fit exactly as they should, but a little bit of trimming here and there. A bit of seam sealer, and I'm going to sort of half bolt and half weld these in. There's some nice points to bolt to. I mean, I bet that's only got, what, 4 bolts at the moment. It feels pretty solid, but I shall put some welds in there and down that edge there, and around the foot here. Oops, around the foot here, because, well, just for peace of mind. I mean, you could just pop rivet these in. I don't think there's any structural significance to them. It just stops you falling through the floor. Always a bonus. But yeah, so there we are. So I just want to get it so I can use it, and then carry on doing the other bits and bobs. And this afternoon we've got some sort of generic corners for the front of the bulkhead, top front, where they've sort of gone. So I thought I'd rather mess about trying to cobble up some horrible plates. I'll get some nice ones and just sort of mark them out and then cut out where I want. And so I think I'll seam weld those in quite nicely and grind it all back, and then give it a little bit of marine blue. I'm not going to paint this up too much. I want it to look a little bit shabby chic and have a bit of character. But yeah, so she's coming along. Tomorrow we've got a huge storm coming tomorrow, so I shan't be able to do much on it tomorrow, because as you can see, I'm working outside. Excuse me. So I'm gonna bolt this up along here, weld it to the floor there and along this side. So it's going to be welded here and there, sort of kind of belt and braces really. Some people just pop rivet them in, but nah, I think I prefer bolts. You can always, take things out fairly easy then, especially if you've only got sort of 3 or 4 sort of tack welds going on as well. Anyway, so that's where we are. As they say, watch this space. And where are we? Yeah, as they say, watch this space. Well, a bit dark there. Yeah, here I am. Phew. Yeah, so getting on quite well. I'll turn around this way so you can see the beast instead of me. And yeah, quite happy with where it's going at the moment. I've only managed about 3 or 4 afternoons on it, so I haven't had a lot of time to spend on it, but I've worked pretty solidly on it while I've got the few hours that I have had. And Broad Herman the German is taking the back seat for a minute, so he might have to go up for sale. Who knows? Watch this space.